Edgar said to the interviewer he was convinced that the thing out there wasn't a vault at
Yeah,
all.
I know what he thought.
Dr. Edgars didn't think it was designed to keep things out.
I know what he
thought
thought.
it was designed to keep something in.
Do you even understand the difficulty trying to keep a base like Fathom at the bottom of the ocean from killing everyone in it on a daily basis?
Oh my god.
Everyone hold on to something! I think whatever is on the other side of that door out there, it's not friendly. I think it's trying to get out. That, my friend, is a dire combination.
That's a bad sign.
Get under the door!
It's spreading like some kind of technological contagion. We can either stop it here or watch the world burn.
Fathom, the first season of Derelict. Listen wherever you get your podcasts, or learn more at derelictpodcast.com.
Hi, this is Rob Benedict.
And I am Richard Spate. We were both on a little show you might know called Supernatural.
It had a pretty good run, 15 seasons, 327 episodes.
And though we have seen, of course, every episode many times, we figured, hey, now that we're wrapped, let's watch it all again.
And we can't do that alone. So we're inviting the cast and crew that made the show along for the ride. We've got writers, producers, composers, directors, and we'll of course have some actors on as well, including some certain guys that played some certain pretty iconic brothers.
It was kind of a little bit of a left field choice in the best way possible.
The note from Kripke was, he's great, we love him, but we're looking for like a really intelligent Duchovny type.
With 15 seasons to explore, it's going to be the road trip of several lifetimes. So please join us and subscribe to Supernatural then and now.
Put your withered hand in mine. Let all your fears decline. Rest assured, there will be bliss when we both can reminisce. Come, reminisce with me.
Attention residents! Our special activities for the day include bingo at 9, movie trivia at 10, and bookshare at 1. Please come join us in the pavilion for these activities and more. Okay, Eli, now it's your turn to shine. Take it away.
Today's lunch specials are tomato bisque with salad fillet, chicken salad croissant with a side of fruit, or a cheeseburger with homemade potato wedges. Come join us for some fine dining with family and friends.
Well, I'll give you an A for effort. You'll get the hang of it.
I hope so. Between us, this is it. If I lose this job, I'm done trying to find another one working with senior citizens.
Okay, well, if it doesn't work out, you can check yourself in here, and I'll come visit you.
You'd make one proper comedian.
Proper? I think some of your former residents must have rubbed off on you.
Oh, I'm not going! I want to show Grandma my painting.
You can show her next time. She's taking a nap and we have to get ready for Susan's recital.
She's always taking a nap. I want her to talk to me and know my name. The last time she wanted to buy cookies from me, it kept calling me Amelia. That's all I ever hear. Amelia cookies or paintings.
I know, honey. I'm sorry. She's not usually like this.
Hey, no need to apologize.
See that she's comfortable? Come on, honey. I'll get you some ice cream before we go home.
I'm afraid to ask.
Oh, it's Carol Sherwood's family.
Some family? Let me guess. They make an appearance maybe once a month? Twice if it's during the holidays?
Sounds about right. Not everyone is lucky to have family who cares or friends willing to take time out of their busy schedules to meet up with a friend who can't even really remember their name. This is Mrs. Langley's room. She doesn't usually come out for activities, but we're supposed to go in there and try to engage her with what we can. Magazines, books, old pictures, music, that kind of thing.
Bring the activities to them. Got it.
Come in. You'll find Mrs. Langley to be the exception to the rule. Rose, who volunteers with hospice, has been visiting her faithfully for months.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. Top of page 25.
The man with a crooked golden tooth had lowered his pistol and fixed his eyes upon her. Well, Miss Ainsley, what have you got to say for yourself? Abigail's hands shook, and yet her courage to speak did not waver.
And how's our favorite author today?
She's been in and out since I got here. I guess I should start coming at a later time in the day.
Are you okay?
I hate seeing her like this, spending her days lying there where she's either out of it or asleep. What a waste. She was such a talented lady and had a real flair with words.
I understand. And it's okay to feel that way. But you have to remember, she's still the Mrs. Langley you love and know. She may not be able to remember things as well as she could, but she remembers you care. You may have better luck visiting her in the evening. She tends to wake up a little better after rest and a meal. Some nights are the exception, but on average, from what I've observed...
Thank you. You're always so kind to her, and I really appreciate it. I'm sure she does, too. You look like you're shadowing Melinda.
That's right.
Oh, this is Eli. It's his first day with our little family.
It's nice to meet you, Eli.
What were you reading to her when we came in? Was it one of her books?
Oh, that's all I ever read to her. Take a look if you like.
The Legend of Abigail Ainsley. Well, it looks like an interesting story. Hey, didn't they turn that into a movie a few years ago?
Oh, that movie. Don't let Gabrielle catch you talking about it. She called it absolute rubbish and said the only film she'd sanctioned based on her novel was the 1959 film starring Lucy Hinshaw as Abigail.
Oh yeah, she mentioned an Abigail to me the other day. She said she was a nice character to write.
Listen to this. For the one under my spell, my constant source of inspiration, may your memory and soul remain youthful. May your talents belong to the ages. That's the strangest dedication I've ever read.
What does that mean? Do you know who she's talking about, Rose?
No. I was actually going to ask you that question, since you've had more interactions with her family. Maybe they could tell you more about it.
Don't count on that.
Abigail? I'm used to it by now. I just let her call me whatever comes to mind. It happens a lot this way. She sleeps through our visits and then wakes up right before I have to leave. Good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Did you have a nice nap?
Oh, I was asleep. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about one of your books, but I'm afraid I have to go run some errands now. I'll be back to see you again very soon.
No, Abigail, I don't want you to go. I'm afraid.
You're going to be okay. And Melinda, she's going to help take care of you while I'm gone. She's a nice lady.
No, I don't want her. You're my only friend. Abigail, my best friend.
Come with me.
Hey, does she often get this distressed when I go?
Sometimes. But she'll be all right. I'll stay with her till she calms down.
Thank you.
Abigail!
She had to leave for a little while, Mrs. Langley, but I'd like to stay and talk with you. Would you like that?
No. Get out. You don't belong here. You're always keeping Abigail away from me.
I've never seen her this agitated before.
Would you let me try talking to her?
Go ahead.
Mrs. Langley? I'm Eli. It's nice to meet you.
Ask her if she wants anything.
Is there anything you want? Some water or a snack?
I was beautiful when we danced that night. The music was meant for me alone, especially for me, because I was told I was beautiful.
Mrs. Langley? Who do you mean? Who were you dancing with?
It was so long ago. Stop asking me questions, you stupid girl. Where is Abigail? What are you doing in here?
Okay, I better go. I'll come back with the nurse.
Gabby, dear, the one who has your heart was never dishonest with you. You're beautiful.
The music. Yes. I was told it would make everyone know that I was beautiful.
Oh, there you are, Melinda. I haven't seen you in a few days.
Yeah, I took a few vacation days, but I'm happy to be back. How's Mrs. Langley today?
Not in her room. I don't know if they're running some tests on her or what, but I did have trouble sleeping the other night. I've never seen her have that reaction before I leave her.
I understand. It's not easy to see someone you care about face this disease. I struggle with watching it happen to them too, and these residents aren't even my family. But I'm always treating them like they are. We're doing everything we can to make things as easy and comfortable as possible for everyone.
Well, you're doing a great job. Every time you're in the building, I know Gabriella's getting the best care.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Before I forget, can you check the temperature in her room? It was a bit chilly while I was in there waiting for her. And the other day, before Eli and you walked in, I felt the same kind of coldness.
The other day?
Yes, when you introduced me to your new coworker. What was his name?
Eli.
That's right. I'll be back as soon as I can, Melinda. Give my love to Gabrielle.
I will.
Easy does it there. Easy does it there, Gabby. Take your time. There's no need to rush this.
You actually got her out of bed.
Looks like it. The ladies love me. Right, Gabby?
I should think so. Watch yourself, Missy. This one's mine.
I can see that, Mrs. Langley. Hey, listen. About the other day in her room.
Yeah? What about it? Did it get too weird for you?
No. I was just surprised. You were able to build rapport with her so fast.
Well, I have you to thank for showing me the ropes, and I'm a fast learner. Here we are, Miss Gabby. Home sweet home.
Is it? How nice.
Did you want to lie down, or are you happy sitting in your chair?
Doesn't make any difference to me.
Seriously, what did you do to her? I've never been able to communicate with her for more than a minute at a time.
Beginner's luck? Maybe she responds better to the sound of a male voice.
I mean, maybe. Oh, hey. Who left this present in here? And where did they find old-fashioned pink paper? Look at this, Eli.
Like something straight out of the 40s. Is it her birthday today?
No, unless someone forgot to tell me. I bet it's for another resident, and one of the CNAs put it here by mistake.
No? Card says for Gabrielle. Gabby, it looks like your birthday came early this year.
Is it my birthday? Today?
We're not sure.
But someone thought so. This is for you.
I haven't had a present since... Oh, dear. It was a long time ago.
Go ahead, open it.
What is this? Who put this in my lap?
Let me help you with that, Mrs. Langley. See? What a pretty box. Is it a... It is!
That's a catchy tune.
Eli, did you do this?
Huh? Do what?
You don't recognize that tune?
Should I?
Yeah. The other day, when you were calming her down, isn't that the same tune you were whistling to her?
I don't think so. Sorry, but it must have been a different tune. That's funny.
What?
Apparently the title of the music is called Reminisce With Me. How apropos, don't you think?
Attention residents and family. Tonight we have a very special event for you. Meet us in 15 minutes at the pavilion for a magical night of dancing and classic music from the golden era of the 1940s.
It's Eli.
Oh, good. We've been waiting for you.
Why, Gabby, aren't you looking particularly lovely in that dress?
I was worried the periwinkle in her skirt wouldn't bring out the color of her eyes. But as you can see...
Very, very nice. Well, my dear, I hope you saved the first dance for me.
What's that, young man? Dance?
You don't remember. But we'll make it right again.
That's okay, Gabby. It'll all make sense to you soon.
Who is it?
Melinda. I came to check on Mrs. Langley and see if you were both interested in attending the dance tonight.
Oh, we wouldn't miss it, dear. You don't have much time.
Rose, why must you always underestimate me? You'd think after all these years you'd have a little bit more faith in me.
You're right. I suppose you know what you're doing. Just be careful, and no more mishaps.
Not if I can help it. Now, Miss Gabby, let's help you out of that chair. Remember, it's not a race. I'm going to walk beside you for support.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Eli!
What? What did I do now?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes, that's kind of important. Take my place and I'll grab it.
No, I'll take care of it. What am I going to do with you?
Overlook my faults and celebrate my achievements?
Sure. As soon as I can think of any. Now hop to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I'll meet you there.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, come on, Eli. You can't just leave me holding the bag. Great. That's the last time I let you take initiative. Melinda, let's plan a special dance for the residents and their families. Never mind. No one will show.
That concludes our hour of top hits from the year 1940 with Reminisce With Me by Mr. Eli Fairfax. And tonight we are fortunate to have him here in the studio with us. Thank you for inviting me. I know your time is valuable, so I'll only ask you one question. What inspired you to compose Reminisce With Me? The proper, easy question for me, without a doubt. My greatest inspiration has always been my wife, Rose. You've been listening to Classics by Moonlight.
Rose?
I'm afraid our time is up, but I would like to thank Mr. Fairfax again for stopping by. This is Emerson Campbell filling in for Vincent Tierney. Classics by Moonlight is a season...
Eli! Huh. You finally made it.
Where is everyone? Don't tell me we missed the party. Forgive me, Gabby, it looks like I won't be able to give you that first dance after all.
This is a joke, right? You did this kind of thing before, with your other jobs.
Sorry?
The non-existent dance, the recorded track you put into that old radio, the tune you keep whistling.
But you're forgetting the most important ingredient. The music box.
Rose, you're in on this too? You're Eli's wife.
We celebrate 50 years of marriage this month.
That's impossible. You'd be in your 70s.
Give or take a few decades. But as far as I'm concerned, we're still newlyweds.
What's going on here?
Come with me, Mrs. Langley. I'll take you back to your room.
I'm afraid we can't let you do that. Let me guess. You didn't tell her.
I was going to.
The short version of it, my dear, is that Eli and I are doing the world a great service. And we need your help to do it.
Yeah. Give her a vague explanation, Rose. That's great.
I thought if I made it more pleasant.
Come on, Mrs. Langley. We're getting out of here.
For the one under my spell, my constant source of inspiration, may your memory and soul remain youthful. May your talents belong to the ages.
You can't leave until you've taken this beautiful music box with you. Go on, Melinda. Let her have the box, and we'll be on our way.
No, Mrs. Langley.
It is a pretty box.
It's meant for you, my dear Gabby. Take it. You'll find miracles will happen.
No harm will come to you. I promise.
Yes. The music was meant for me. And I am beautiful. I am...
alive again.
No! What is this? What is happening? What is happening to me? What have you done to me?
I'm sorry, Melinda, but it had to be done. Poor Gabby here was running out of time, and you had so much of it to give. Didn't you always say you would take care of your residents? Well, it's only fair that you give them all you can. I expect now Miss Gabrielle Langley may continue her glorious writing career. It was a shame to see her level of talent go to waste. Now, we'll have none of that. You've done a very good deed and should be grateful for the time you still have. Come, I'll take you to your room.
Help me, please. Help me.
How are you today, Mrs. Langley?
No, I'm not.
She's had a little too much excitement for one day. Come, dear. I'll take you back to your room.
You said there was a dance.
My goodness. So you're right. The party will start very soon.
That's your Grandma Sherwood, isn't it?
Sometimes, I guess.
She's still processing it.
I understand. That's okay. A little birdie told me that your grandmother Carol was once a famous painter.
Oh, she has lots of paintings hanging in her room.
I'd love to see them sometimes. You know, I bet you she has a special dedication on some of her paintings just for you.
You think so?
I do. And do you know what else?
What?
I predict she's going to get a very special package from an admirer.
A present? Do I get to be there when she does?
That's a promise.
We can't stay, but thank you for being so compassionate.
It's my pleasure. And now, my dear, how about that first dance?
I thought you'd never ask.
Reminisce With Me was written and directed especially for the 11th hour by Rachel Pulliam from Old Souls Audio and produced by M.J. Cogburn from Darker Projects. The Reminisce With Me theme was composed by Catherine Seaton from the Dayton Writers Movement, with additional music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and Storyblocks. Featured in the cast were Colette Theon as Melinda, Kareem Cronfley from Firewall Theater as Eli, Hannah Movis as the little girl, Delaney Brittingham as the sister, Erica Alsites as Rose, Margaret Ashley as Gabrielle, Thea Salone as the recorded error message, and Pete Lutz from Narada Radio Company as Emerson Campbell. Reminisce With Me is copyrighted by Rachel Pulliam in 2020 for the 11th hour and may not be distributed, altered, or shared without the express permission from the author. This is John Bell from Bells in the Battery, wishing you all pleasant dreams.
Talmor, Shishin Marachi. Talmor is my home. My family have worked the land for generations. My gran says the island does not belong to us, but we belong to the island. And we must be ready, for a great evil is coming. And death follows with it.
Listen and subscribe to the latest season of Undertow, The Harrowing, a Storyglass production presented by Realm, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.